What's going on, guys? I'm gonna do a few welterweight videos. I want to do a few videos where I talk about who I think is the best welterweight, and I'm gonna break it down and do 4 videos. Now, I have 4 contenders, and the first one is Terence Crawford. Do I think Terence Crawford is the best welterweight in the world? I should have probably done this one last. But I'm doing it first because I believe Terence Crawford is the best welterweight in the world. I believe he's very skilled. I believe he beats every single welterweight out there. I think he probably doesn't get the credit he deserves. He showed me a lot in his last fight against Amir Khan. But I just think that the reason why I crowned Terence Crawford king is because I think he was undisputed 140-pound champion. He beat everybody, and now he's come up to the welterweight division. And he's starting to make some noise. And I think the two that stand out are Spence and Crawford. Many people have them number 1 or 2. They don't know who the best is. And here's why I give Crawford the credit, and I say Crawford's the best. Firstly, I think Crawford would beat Spence. And I think Crawford would outbox him and win a points decision over Errol Spence. So I think his skills are a much higher level to Spence. I think Spence is a very good fighter also. He's got very good skills, but I just think Crawford would beat him. And also, the main reason is I think Crawford wants to fight Errol Spence. He wants that fight right now. It's Errol Spence and his team, the ones that are holding up the fight. And that's why I say Crawford is the best welterweight in the world, because I believe that he wants that fight and he's not holding up that fight. So why should I crown somebody the number 1 welterweight when the fans want to see Errol Spence v Terence Crawford? I think Crawford would win the fight anyway if they were to fight. But also that coupled with the fact that it's Errol Spence that's holding up the fight and not Terence Crawford. You know, or you could say Errol Spence's team, whatever. But we know Crawford wants that fight and he's called out for that fight. His trainer's called out for that fight, and they really want that fight to happen. I just don't think Errol Spence and his team want that fight right now because they feel that they can beat guys like Porter. They can fight the winner of Pacquiao Thurman. So it's those guys or his team that are reluctant to mix it up because they feel they've got other options that they can make before the Crawford fight. Which from a business point of view might be a smart thing to do, because right now the Crawford-Spence fight is not a huge fight. It doesn't do big pay-per-view numbers. It's not financially that lucrative. There's probably other fights that are easier to make for Spence that are more lucrative, like Pacquiao Thurman winner could be more lucrative than the Crawford fight right now. And maybe they feel that that fight should be for the undisputed welterweight title, which, you know, is probably going to be a lot more lucrative, but have a lot more eyes on it if this for the undisputed championship of welterweight championship of the world. But Crawford doesn't really care about that. He wants to fight right now. He wants to show who the best welterweight in the world is. That's why he's calling out Spence. The first thing he did after beating Amir Khan was call out Spence and say, everybody knows I want that fight. So this is why, in my opinion, I have Terence Crawford the number 1 welterweight in the world. Not just the fact that I think he would beat everyone, because I think he would, but also that coupled with the fact that those PBC guys don't really want to fight Terence Crawford. They don't really want to get in there with Crawford. So you can't really criticize Crawford, and we criticize Crawford's resume. Same with Golovkin. A lot of people criticize Golovkin's resume, but if those guys didn't want to fight him, what can you do? It's the other guys that are holding up the fight, not Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford wants to fight all of them. It's those guys that don't really want to fight him. So you can't really give Terence Crawford a lot of stick for that. You know, if he wants to fight and those other guys don't want the fight, then what do you expect Terence Crawford to do? He can only fight guys that want to fight him. It's not the fact that Spence and those guys don't want to fight him. They just have options that they can fight that are easier to make. But again, Crawford's calling out for those fights. So it's those guys that have got the options, and they're kind of having Crawford out there left out to dry. But yeah, leave your thoughts, guys. In my opinion, Terence Crawford is the number 1 welterweight in the world. Leave your thoughts. Let me know if you disagree, agree. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.